Put on Raiders podcast here. Dwayne Douglas here. PORSB is my Twitter handle, and Ryan Holmes is RHOLM22. So you can check us out there on Twitter and on social media as well. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. It really helps the show grow. NFL, there's some proposals being put out there. I think three exact. I think one by Philly. The Eagles want to keep they want the overtime rules to be the same as far as regular season and postseason. To have some uniformity there, that's fine with me. I don't really have a issue with either way. However they want to do it, that's fine. No qualms with that one. Then you have Detroit has put forward a situation here where the Lions want to have, if you make the playoffs and you are a wild card team and you have a better record than a division champion, they want that game to be a home game for the team with a higher record. I've always wanted to keep divisions. I don't ever want to see a standings where it just says AFC, NFC, and just list and just list the teams. I think division title should mean something, and we've seen over the years that road teams. I mean, San Francisco made a Super Bowl, winning at Green Bay and ice cold. I mean, we saw Jaden Daniels go on the road and do his thing as well. So this idea that the road team, with a better record, all the stuff like that, it really doesn't. I mean, let's honor and continue. There's some traditions we should just keep. And I think one of the traditions we should keep is just division champions get home field, or get a home game in the playoffs. And we've seen over the years, like, there's so much parity in the league right now. These home teams are losing, games a little bit more frequently than we did back in the day. I mean, back in the day, growing up, if you were at San Francisco, that was a loss. You were at Troy Aikman, and Emmitt Smith in Dallas, that was a loss, and it was pretty much automatic. But you've seen teams do a good job and win some of those games. Some of those games have been very competitive as well. So I don't have a big problem with that. I think that we should keep it the way it is. I kind of disagree with what Detroit wants to do as far as take away from the tradition of the league of having a division champion be to have the home field, have the home game in the playoffs. If you're good enough to win that game, you'll win it. I think we've seen that in the past, so I don't think that's big. I don't think that's big of a deal as far as that goes. The Tush Push, the short yardage play that has the NFL on fire is kind of continuing here. Where I think Green Bay has put together. They want to propose that to get rid of the Tush Push, and to me, I find it just really weak on the Packers' fault, on the Packers side. The biggest thing for me is just like, bro, like, like, you have first down and second down to stop this. If they're not doing the Tush Push from 3 yards out, they're not doing a Tush Push from on 3rd and 5. Keep them out of a manageable the third down or fourth down, and then you don't have to even worry about it. Like you literally don't have to even worry about this play. This is not a play that is you're trying to stop people from in the same league where the Chiefs are lining up an offensive lineman on every single play, off the line of scrimmage. That is way more impactful and should be treated with more passion than a 1 yard play on the goal line. I mean, people just want to divert the touchdown or divert the conversion to Saquon Barkley. Okay, fine. They'll just run it behind. They'll run it and give it to Saquon Barkley. And what are you going to say? You can't handle. I mean, what's next? You can't hand the ball off on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 or 4th and inches. I mean, it's an inch. Like, they actually they went to the lab and they discovered that, hey, let's try this. Maybe they got it from USC and the Notre Dame game with the Reggie Bush push of Matt Leinart in that game to win. When USC beat the Irish in that historical college football game. Like, I mean, it's really, to me, it's just like it's ridiculous. It's asinine. It's petty. It's almost like this generation, it can't handle like a little toughness here. Like, I mean, I get the play is pretty much automatic. Okay, great. You're right. The play is automatic, right? It is a pretty much. Jalen Hurts is probably going to get that play 9 times out of 10. If he has it on third down, then and you stop him, he's probably going to stop. He's probably going to get it on fourth down. It's pretty much automatic. What's not automatic is them picking up 8 yards on first down. What's not automatic is them getting 9 yards on a second and 10. That's not automatic. Your job as a team should be to stop that. Just stop that play. Like, they grow a pair and stop that play. It's unbelievable that we have to actually have this conversation, because to me at least, because I just feel like that is just like, it's just silly to stop a short yardage play. If you want to band together and stop something, we need to let's stop what the Chiefs are doing on the offensive line, having their tackle be off the line of scrimmage. Like, that's a play where you actually clean it. You clearly get an advantage. This play is a play that you actually can stop by doing your job on first and second down. And I like the Packers. I'm a Raider fan, but I respect the Packers. They've always been pretty good in my lifetime, and whatever. But I just don't like this whole call to try to get rid of the Tush Push. I think is absolutely ridiculous. All right, we'll have more stuff on USC on Somebody Right USC podcast, and myself and Solo Lopez will have stuff on the draft. We have a mock draft coming up on Sunday, so check us out there. That's gonna be fun. We'll be alternating picks all the way from 1 to 32, so that'll be fun. And then we'll get when Ryan's back from his travels, we'll get him back on the show as well too, on the Put on Raiders podcast. All right, keep the Tush Push alive, folks. Keep the Tush Push alive.